pleasant. First of all, we got kaiteki, which just means comfortable. And this is using that kanji for pleasant and also that kanji for suitable. So it's like suitably pleasant is comfortable. Then we've got yukai, which just means pleasant. That first component at the start there is just a more simplified way of writing this kanji here, meaning heart. So when it's simplified, it's just these simple free strokes, which looks a lot like the kanji for small. So how I like to think of it is just a really small heart. And if you don't know what the kanji for small looks like, it just looks like this. And then we've got this radical component here, which is meaning decide. Some of you who have learned a little bit of kanji before will notice that the bottom part of this radical here is looking a lot like the kanji for big. So you can see here how this kanji for big looks like this. And for this one, I just imagine that as a person stretching their arms out like this, so a person taking up loads of space. And you can see that structure at the bottom of this decide radical. I just like to think of this as a person maybe making a really big decision. So maybe the big person is making a big decision. And that can be a good way to remember this structure of this radical. So putting that all together, we have the radical for heart on the left and the radical for decision on the right. So how I like to think of it is quite an intuitive one. I just think of it as how when the heart decides, it feels pleasant. Also, if you want to learn all of the 1,000 most common kanji in Japanese, please feel free to go ahead and check out my 90-day kanji challenge, where we learn all of the most common kanji, so that's JLPT N5 all the way up to JLPT N2, and there's tons of extra revision resources as well for you to check out.